Hey, Jerome. Why do you think the run game was so successful versus Jets after the struggles of previous couple of weeks?
We were just able to hone in on our coaching this week, and gel together. O-line was clicking and we were clicking as a running back group. So I feel like that was one of the big things, being able to get that done in practice this week and go out there and do it on the field.
Did you feel like you ran any differently in that game? It looked like you ran really hard.
Yeah, just like I said, the offensive line, just seeing them push dudes out and reset the line of scrimmage, put dudes on their back, it kind of just, traveled to the backs and we like, yeah, we gotta do it.
Gotcha. Thank you.
All right, next we'll go to Cam.
Hey Jerome, as a player heading into this last regular season game, knowing a lot of starters have the potential to rest, what's that mindset in preparation for the Bengals, and even looking forward to that first playoff game?
We pretty much has been same focus as every other game. We looking to go 1-0 this week. We got a opponent in our division, and we know they're gonna come out and give us their best shot. So we're gonna go out there and put it on film and go out there and give our best shot.
When you're in the room this week and with the potential of some of you guys resting, are you talking to the guys that would step up and having conversations with them for their moment like you have all season?
Uh, you know, just the same as always. You never know who could go down or something like that. So we always talk about, hey, if you're, whoever's number's called, make sure you're ready to step up. And yeah, pretty much, we looking to go 1-0, and whoever number's called, we're gonna be there.
Thanks.
All right, next we'll go to Mary Kay.
Yeah, Jerome, just wondering, when you got a chance to watch your 50-yard catch and run over again, were you, pretty proud of the way you looked, just like ready to run through a wall on that particular play, the tackles that you broke and all that kind of stuff. And did the fact that, were you a little even extra fired up, that Nick was there, smashed the guitar? I mean, did you feel like you had to go out and, represent for him and all that sort of stuff?
Yeah, definitely. Always. Ever since Nick went down, we kind of been like, we gonna play for Nick and that kind of stuff. But my favorite part about the play actually is if you look at the very end of the play, you can see Marquise Goodwin shoot across the field and just knock somebody out. And I feel like that was a big help in the touchdown. And like I didn't realize it until I watched it again on film. And I'm like, dang, he really smacked that dude. So yeah, that's my favorite part of that play.
Cool. Thank you.
All right, next we'll go to Jeff.
Hey, Jerome, you obviously looked really hard this year. Would you like some time off Sunday to rest up for the playoffs, or how do you look at that personally for you?
Like I said before, AFC opponent, in our division, um, looking to go 1-0. So I'm ready to come up, step up, do what I got to do to get the win. My number's called.
But do you think you need rest?
That's probably a coach, something for Coach Stefanski.
All right.
All right, next we'll go to Ashley.
Hey, Jerome, I was looking at what you said about that 50-yard touchdown after the game, and you talked about the scramble drill, like aspect of it. I guess what's that been like developing those kind of plays and that kind of chemistry with Joe since he got here so late? And how do you think you guys have done that?
We had already been practicing it, and just to get Joe involved, you can see it paid off for us on Thursday. I was gonna say Sunday, but Thursday. And just continuing to drill the little things because when a game come and the situations come up, they can be big plays for us.
Thanks.
All right, next we'll go to Scott.
Hey, Jerome. Going to the playoffs, it'll be your first time. Like, how will you personally handle these next 2 weeks, whether you play or don't, just kind of getting prepared, whether it's mentally and physically, for the trip to the playoffs?
Right now, and we're not even looking at the playoffs. I'm just continuing my routine and getting ready for the Bengals right now. So just making sure my routine is still intact and making sure that I'm ready when my number's called on Sunday to play against the Bengals.
And I know you had that big touchdown, the play after Elijah got hurt, but I was watching the replay and you're standing right there and you're calling for the medical people. So how scary was that moment for you to see Elijah down like that?
It was really scary. I ran over there to pick him up, and just everybody could see what happened on the play, but he wouldn't get up, and he kind of jolted, and like it was scary for me, especially seeing a teammate like that. And I didn't know what was going on. I just knew he needed help, and I wanted to make sure that he got the help as fast as possible.
Gotcha. Thank you.
All right, and last one from Mary Kay.
Yeah, Jerome, in watching some of the highlights again over, you see Joe out there yelling, let's effing go, and fist bumping, and pointing to the sky after your touchdown, and just all the things that he did during the game. And I think a lot of people think of him sometimes as sort of a buttoned up guy. So my question is just, how fiery is he? How fired up does he get? And how maybe, I don't know, are you surprised about any of that stuff?
Joe get real fired up, as you can see on those big plays. He get fired up all the time. Yeah, he can be a button up dude, like you said, but I feel like for the most part, in practicing in games, he get real fired up, and he bring a lot of juice and energy to the team.
Thank you.
All right, that wraps us up. Thanks, Jerome. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
All right, everyone, we have Sione here. We'll start going with questions. First question will go to Ashley.
Hey, Sione, just second time for you personally, obviously in the playoffs. So wondering like what you remember from a couple years ago with that postseason and how maybe you can help some of the younger guys on that defense as you guys get ready these next 2 weeks here.
Yeah, very exciting times for the Cleveland Browns, but our focus this week is for the Bengals, and going 1-0 this week. It's easy to look forward, but our whole focus right now this week is to go 1-0 against the Bengals.
Jerome said something similar anytime we asked him about the postseason.
Right,
I'm wondering,
right.
do you feel like that's, very much everyone in the locker room is kind of on the same page with that player wise?
Right. Yeah, everyone in the building. Our focus is to give the Cincinnati, we're playing the Cincinnati Bengals. Our focus is there, going 1-0, and then we'll go from there.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
All right, next we'll go to Dan.
Okay, well, I'm going to ask you about the playoffs too, Sione. But I'm just wondering, having been there in 2020 and then not getting there the last 2 years, how gratifying is it, as one of those guys that has been around here to get back to the playoffs?
Yeah, very exciting times for the Cleveland Browns, the city, to clinch that win, to be able to go to the playoffs. So, it's definitely fun. Can't wait. But again, man, it sound like a broken record. This week, the focus is on the Cincinnati Bengals. They're going to keep score out there. We want to go out there and get that win, and we're excited for this game this week.
Did this weekend give you an opportunity, though? I think I saw you maybe at the Cavs game this weekend. Did it give you an opportunity to kind of feel how excited this city is and kind of feel some of that love?
Right. Yeah. Went to the Cavs game. They put me on the Jumbotron. I was like, whoa, what the heck? You know what I mean? But it was fun. And even when I'm out, eating with my wife at restaurants and stuff, people are coming up and high fives, a bunch of fist pumps. Like I said, exciting times for the Cleveland Browns, for the city. It's real exciting times. But we got the Cincinnati Bengals, man. We're winning. We're wanting to go 1-0 this week.
All right, thanks a lot.
Yeah.
All right, next we'll go to Scott.
Hey, Sione. So you're going on the road this weekend, and then you're going on the road the weekend after that. The fact that the team and the defense played as well as it did in Houston after struggling some throughout the season, how much confidence does that give you?
Yeah, a ton of confidence. Obviously, we needed to play better on the road. We have the last few weeks, and we got to carry that going into this week. Division opponent with the Cincinnati Bengals, and they're going to come out there and try to get that win. So, we'll be packing our A game, ready to go.
Was there anything different about that trip than the previous ones that helped you guys play so much better?
Yeah, a bunch of things, but I feel like we emphasize, playing better on the road, just struggling early on. And, we emphasize that, knowing that we got to play better on the road. And I feel like we went out there when we played in Houston, executed. And that's going to be the same mindset this week. you know, going on the road, playing a good game, getting that W.
Thanks.
All right, next one, Mary Kay.
Yeah, Sione, just wondering, you know, with you guys really emphasizing going 1-0, going down there and being the Bengals, why do you think it is so important to finish strong and keep this thing going as opposed to maybe resting some muscles and joints and whatnot?
Yeah, it's important to focus on, you know, it's like kind of the saying, be where your feet is. I feel like that's important for us leading into the playoffs. You know what I mean? We have to focus on this game, and it'll set everything up after that. And you know, you don't want to look too far ahead. You know, everybody in the locker room is focused on this week and going 1-0. They're going to keep score. It's a division opponent. You know, that's a big game to a lot of guys in the locker room, including myself, and we're ready for it.
And how about the fact that you might have some guys coming back? How exciting is that? The notion that perhaps Grant might come back and Anthony and Obo and some of those guys.
Yeah, that's very exciting. You know what I mean? For those guys to continue to get healthy, come back. You know what I mean? We don't want to see those guys injured, and I know those guys are fighting to get back. So, if those guys are ready, let's roll.
Thank you.
All right, next we go to Cam.
Hey, Sione, you talked about the excitement from the fans and all of that, and the next couple weeks being on the road. How do you think that the energy that you guys were able to feel from the city on Thursday night in that crowd, you guys called it electric. How do you think you guys are going to be able to take that and the energy throughout this week and kind of carry it over with you as you are heading to the road this week and the week after for the playoffs?
Yeah, the fans are electric. I feel like when we play in front of them, you know what I mean? We play some of our best ball. And yeah, we'll be on the road, but I feel like, you know, the Browns, we travel well. So we'll have those fans in the stands, you know what I mean, cheering us on. But yeah, we just gotta, you know, I go back to just focusing, you know, on our opponent this week, doing what we can to stay focused so that we can go out there and perform at our best. And you know, everything else is extra, you know, with the fans and we want to play well for those guys too.
Do you guys take notes when you see a Browns fan in the crowd on the road? You notice how many they come out and how hard they travel?
Yeah, like I feel like, you know, everywhere we played away games, we always see, you know, some Cleveland Browns fans out there cheering us on. Even like, you know, we were walking out of the tunnel, hearing them cheer. So we know they're there. Try not to focus too much in the stands, but you know what I mean? We know they're there and their cheers are there for sure.
Thanks.
All right, that wraps us up. Thanks, Sione.
Thank you guys. All right, Jordan.
See ya.